the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee.
All these what?
All these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So he's saying that if you don't listen to those commandments, you'll be put into a spiritual blindness. That's why there's a lot of brothers and sisters that don't want to hear the word and they're still doing it because they get controlled by their lust. You get what I'm saying? Temptation's got them controlled. And that's how the devil controls any of us. If we got a temptation, he's going to use that to sit here and weaken us and pull strings on us. You get what I'm saying? To get us to do what he wants us to do. And the Most High is hazing us to sit and say, put those things away. The more you get better at putting those sins away, those temptations away, the stronger your spirit gets.
That's right.
Why some of the people do some of the craziest stuff and they just living good, ain't nothing happening to them, they falling out. Ain't nothing happening to them. I mean, people talk about karma, but I, you know, like I personally know cats that like get down, like do wild stuff, ain't nothing happening to them, ain't nothing ever happening to them. Everything's good, everything's smooth. Then you got guys that's righteous, you know what I'm saying? They treat people with respect, they righteous, and they get ran over all the time, and bad stuff continually happen to them. You know what I'm saying?
The book of Romans, chapter 11, verse 8. According as it is written, God have given them the spirit of slumber.
What did God give us?
The spirit of slumber.
Go ahead.
Eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear.
Go ahead.
Unto this day. And David saith, let their table be made a snare, and a trap, and a stumbling block.
A stumbling block. You see that? That's what everybody's right now is they're caught in their own temptation. It's a stumbling block to all of us. To sit here and slow us down from getting the Most High. He says our flesh is what disconnects us from the Most High. Our flesh is tempted by lust, smoking, drugs, whatever. Everybody's got their own lust. He's asked you to leave those things alone. He says if you don't leave them alone, you're going to walk around blinded. No matter what skin color you are. You're going to be blinded. Keep going.
And a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their back always.
Do what?
Bow down their back always.
That's why we're in slavery, oppression. The Most High said, no, you didn't want to listen to me. I'll let you listen to your enemies, and you're supposed to bend down for them for 400 years. Our people have been sitting here taking shit, basically, for 400 years. And he says that wasn't because of them, that was because of the Most High, for disobedience. Because we disobeyed his law. Now that law is correcting everything right now. More and more people starting to wear fringes. More and more people walking around with their sticks. He says that's what the kingdom's going to look like. It's going to be a bunch of brothers walking around in their fringes, holding their sticks, preaching the word, edifying each other. He's got a life that he's lived. I don't know his life, but his edification teaches me. My life teaches him things he hasn't experienced, and that's what it's supposed to be. Brothers edifying each other. Saying, hey, if this walks by, you need to walk this way. He's dealing with Esau in a certain area. Okay, I know how to deal with Esau when I'm dealing with him over there. You know what I'm saying? All right. The point I wanted to get into today was we're in the month of Adar. The month of Adar according to the biblical. So give me Esther. Give me Esther 3. And in the month of Adar, it's always certain things that happen throughout a generation of time. It's a cycle. Just like the seasons. There's always a season for these things to happen. And in the season of this, was the same thing that's happening out right now. These people are persecuting my people right now.
Shalaki, precept.
You got a precept?
Yeah.
Bring it out.
This for you, brother. You just asking about why people do what they do, and wicked people, they get a pass, and the righteous did wrong. The book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 1. Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut down like grass and wither as the green herb. Trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee desires of thy heart. So basically, the Most High is telling you, don't even worry about those evildoers. They're going to get it. They might not get it right now, but they're going to get it. They're going to get it, brother. You got to keep the laws and just stand fast in yourself, and He going to bless you. That's all you got to do. That was it. That's what I'm doing.
This for you, brother. Psalms chapter 73, verse 1. Truly, Yahweh is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped, for I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. So King David said, I almost lost it, man. Because he was envious of how these wicked people are prospering and doing good. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to be envious of the wicked and all these. They got their riches, they got all this money and stuff like that. Don't be envious of it, brother, because they gonna get theirs, man. You know, if they're not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, if they not repented, then they gonna be destroyed. That's thus said the Lord, man.
What's the significance of that number? You say like 400. They got like 400 years. Ain't it been 400 years? Ain't it been longer than that? Like, what's up? Like, what I'm supposed to do? Just wait around for something magical to happen for this cracker to die? Or what's that? What's up?
So, brother, we gotta wait on Yahweh to come back. So we gotta keep these commandments to the best of our ability until Christ comes. We're gonna be in this captivity until Christ comes. That's all we can do. That's all we got. We gotta have patience. The Most I say constantly endure. We gotta constantly endure this hard time, man. It's hard, brother, but that's what we gotta do.
30 and 7.
You asked me to,
Esther chapter 3, verse 1.
Discouraged when he said that. God, he's not coming back for a couple
You
years.
got Deuteronomy. You got precept for him?
37.
Go ahead, he got something for you.
Book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 10. Bring it out. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So, what you waiting on? First off, it's not magical. It's spiritual. But it say that's the patience and the faith of the saints. In order for you to be a saint, you got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. But that's what we waiting on. The same thing you want.
That's right.
But you got to believe and have faith. But if you don't have that, just like what the brother was just saying, if you don't repent, if you're not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, you're going to die with everybody else.
That's right.
Whether you like it, believe it, accept it or not. It's the truth. That's all.
I want to hear more about that month.
Faith is going to get you a far place, man. Everybody's been walking. I'm going to say for myself, I've walked in faith my entire life. I believed in the Most High, but I didn't. We had deceptions and miscommunications everywhere. You get what I'm saying? That really to throw us off. And that's why the devil's always throwing lust and temptations at us everywhere we go. Whether it's strip clubs, whether it's drugs, whether it's money, it don't matter, man. He's throwing it at you to see it and throw you off.
That's
You know what I'm saying? It's all, this whole system is set up to sit here and slow you down, specifically. But in Esther, read now, 3:1. Now in Esther, Brother Haman, it was a Brother Haman who was trying to kill the Jews. He set this up to sit here in this time period, January, February, Adar, in the month of Adar, this all happens. And he tries to kill the Jews. But something happens where a blowback happens, and we'll get into that and what that means. It's a warning for our people.
Esther chapter 3 and verse 1. After these things did King Assuerus promote Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite, and advanced him and set his seat above all the princes that were with him.
So the Agagite was just basically saying he was a mixed breed. You get what I'm saying? He was just one of our offsprings from the mixed breed. So precept, Deuteronomy 25, 17 through 19.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 25, verse 17. Remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way, when ye were come forth out of Egypt. How he met thee by the way, and smote the hindmost of thee. Even all that were feeble.
All that were who?
That were feeble.
He smothered everybody that was feeble. We used to have a lot of people that was homeless walking around here. But I see Esau trying to snatch them up. It's still going on today. He's snatching up our weakest. Killing our old, killing our young. Keep going.
Behind thee, when thou wast faint and weary, and he feared not God.
They don't fear the Most High. They use it as talking points. They sit here and say, oh, they pick and choose and cherry pick the Bible of God loves everybody, God's this, God that, to sit here and to make money off of you. They fortune often stole money off the Most High's word.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Therefore it shall be, when the Lord thy God hath given thee rest from all thy enemies round about, in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee for an inheritance to possess it, that thou shalt blot out the remembrance of Amalek.
Blot out what?
The remembrance of Amalek.
Go ahead.
From under heaven. Thou shalt not forget it.
So this is a prophecy going into the future saying, and look, man, everything that's happened to you was for a reason. All this slavery that we've been walking through, while they're starting to now personify it and put it up in stones and build, you know, monuments for what we've been through and all the struggle that we've gone through for civil rights, that's part of our walk. That's part of our history. And the Most High setting that up to sit here and say, look, man, I don't want y'all going down that road again. So you're going to get a remembrance of all this, even to the point where there will be no more white man on the earth. He's going to blot out in the entire white man race. Whatever's left of them, there'll be either slaves or handmaids, but there'll be nothing left of them. And to the point where the next 20, 30 years, it'll be an embarrassment to even take a picture or be known to have a picture with a white man because of the simple fact that everybody's going to know they're the damn devil the Bible speaks of.
That's right.
You get what I'm saying? So he's asking you to come away from those things. We got a long walk. We still got to walk through the commandments. We still got to learn and keep these commandments and do them. You get what I mean? You had a precept? Bring yours out. And I'm coming back to you.
Psalm 69, book of Psalm chapter 69, verse 27. Add iniquity unto their iniquity, and let them not come into thy righteousness. Let them be blotted out of the book of living. Let them be blotted out of the book of the living and not be written with the righteous.
That's right. So a book of remembrance. That's what this is. He said, I've logged this in with holy people, holy brothers that thought upon the name of the Most High. And he says, I'm going to write a book of remembrance to bring that back because I'm going to put them to sleep. He knew we were going to walk through all of Deuteronomy 28, all them curses. And he said, I need to write something down because these people are going to sit here and try to lie to him. They've been doing this. This is a cycle that's happened over and over and over again. You get what I'm saying? But it's an evolution cycle. You know what I'm saying? It's a story of Tower of Babel. You got a precept?
Yes, like a precept. You asked earlier when we're going to get out of here, what's the signs, what's going on? It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 3. They always wanted to know this. This is what they always wanted to know. And he sat upon the Mount of Olives, and the disciples came up upon him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? And Jesus answered and said unto him, Take heed that no man deceive you. So that's very important. You got to make sure you keep these laws or you will be deceived. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. That's the craft flow. He talking about, you know, all that good old talk, but he ain't nothing about some money. And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. So when that World War III hit, that's when we out of here. That's when it's gonna happen, according to the Bible. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So we got to go through all that. We got to go to one more war, and then it's gonna be the end. So
you understand that? All right, Brother Joshua got something for you.
And this is the emphasize too of what you're gonna go through when you do the work of the Most High, you know. And he says, and this is Luke 21, verse 15.
Bring it out.
For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. And ye shall be betrayed by both parents and brethren and kinsfolks and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But there shall not be a hair on your head perish. In your patience possess ye your souls. So, you know, we gotta be patient. Cause, you wanna break it down? Break it down. We gotta be patient in this, you know, cause you know, men is gonna deliver us up to destruction. You know, we're gonna get our own household is gonna be against us. You know, our mom, our family, our brothers, whatever. You know, but he said be patient so you can possess your soul. So, I mean, the same people that hated H.O.I, they're gonna hate you too.
I just set it up for y'all in case y'all do need it.
And that's pretty much breaking that down.
How y'all doing?
You understand what he's saying? Basically telling you that Jacob's heritage, our heritage, was to sit here and say that the Most High gave us a mouth. That was our heritage. To be able to, not to gainsay, but to sit here and cut any man or woman, doesn't matter. That's why you always see the white man put up his coon brothers, Kanye West, use them brothers to use our heritage against us. The words of the mouth, to sit here and deceive ourselves. You get what I'm saying? And that's why he says that's the heritage of Jacob, to sit here and cut. Anybody that's gonna, all liars can't withstand the Most High's word. Especially when you got the power of the commandments behind you and you understand the law and statutes and commandments. That's right. You know what I'm saying? All right, go ahead and jump to 4.
Esther chapter 3 and verse 4. Now it came to pass, when they spake daily unto him, and he hearkened not unto them, that they told Haman to see whether Mordecai's matter would stand. For he had told them that he was a Jew.
That he was a what?
That he was a Jew.
So, okay. Haman was sitting there realizing which was white dude. Sitting there saying, oh, I told Haman, he's a Jew. But he's been hiding that. And the king at that time, Xerxes, was sitting there and had his wife, who was also a Hebrew sister. But they didn't talk about it. They didn't say and let it be known. Right? Jump down to 6.
Verse 6. And when he thought to scorn, lay hands on Mordecai alone, for they had showed him the people of Mordecai, wherefore Haman sought to destroy all the Jews.
Sought to do what?
Destroy all the Jews.
Go ahead.
That were throughout the whole kingdom of Assuerus, even the people of Mordecai.
So the Most High is saying that, look, man, Haman meant to destroy in this time period, in this month. They always in this month. War will always happen throughout winter. You get what I'm saying? Throughout this winter, this is when the high time wars kick off. And throughout this time, Haman set up the Jews that were sitting there doing these things, right? Give me Psalms 83:4. Psalms 83:4.
The book of Psalms, chapter 83.
What's the plot?
Verse 4.
Bring it out.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
From being a what?
From being a nation.
Go ahead.
That the name of Israel.
For the name of who?
The name of Israel.
The name of who?
The name of Israel.
Go ahead.
Be no more in remembrance.
So that was the whole plot. Same plot that was happening in Haman at this time period. Was to sit here and destroy the Jews. It's still happening today. It's still playing out today. Just a different variation. Different system, different generation, all that. You get what I'm saying?
The so-called Jews. Who are they? Where they come from? Like who are these people for real? Like how they get people to think that they the real Jews? You know what I mean? Like who are they? Like how they come about?
28, 68.
Because it seems like you got the regular white people.
So you're still trying to figure out Israel. Who's your Israelites? Who the Jews, right?
Like, well, like we the real Jews, right?
Psalms 1:5.
We the real Jews. But like those white folks, they call themselves the Jews. They the so-called Jews.
deception and everything. You're still trying to figure out the truth.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, give me Deuteronomy 28:68. And bring that out.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Sold to who?
To your enemies.
Sold to who?
To your enemies.
Hey, my friend. You sold to your enemies. You understand that, right? Okay, keep going.
For bondmen and bondwomen.
For slave men and slave women. Nobody else in the world has been taken from off their continent by ship and taken to another continent. You get what I'm saying? So who are the Jews? There you go. Obviously, it's all these brothers. 1 second. All these brothers are sitting there trying to see him come back. So you're just trying to find the truth. Bring yours out.
Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5.
Go ahead.
I am black.
Yo, what?
I am black.
Yo, what?
I am black.
Go ahead.
But calmly.
Beautiful. Go ahead.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem.
Go.
As the tents of Adar, as the curtains of Solomon.
So all these brothers right here, they got white folks that are admitting that know that, yo, they're the true Jews, man. We're the only ones that fit these descriptions of what's happened in our life through our generation. And they only talk about us, they only go so far to what, 500 years? They never talk about anything. You can sit here and say, oh, what nationality? I'm African American. What part of Africa you from? I don't know. Why is that? Why is that? You know you're African American, but you don't know you're African. You don't know what part of Africa you're from. You can't trace your very own bloodline back to Africa. You get what I'm saying? And so they set up what? DNA testings. They do all types of tricks and sleeves to sit here and deceive our people. Right. Oh, you're 85% European. Really? But this is what they do to us, man. This is why their curse is going to be a double portion for what they've done.
That's right.
To sit here and deceiving God's people. He says, you worked the affliction and you made it worse. You didn't even try to, you forgot brotherly love. But when the brotherly comes, when our brothers start to stand up for themselves, when our brothers start to stand up for themselves, that's when all of a sudden they want to talk, oh, brotherly love. Oh, you don't want to get your ass whooped. That's what it is. Right. And that's exactly what they need right now. You got something?
Yes, sir.
Bring it out.
This for you, brother. You say how the Jewish get over there? What's going on over there? They are converts. It was, I don't remember the year, it was 1967, 47.
What did they give you?
We ran out of that land trying to escape the persecution for the Romans. We fled into Africa. They put themselves in that land. The Bible will tell you though, Jerusalem is trodden down right now with Gentiles. It said the Jews were gonna flee, we got captured, then we're gonna be, that Jerusalem gonna be trodden with the Gentiles. But let me bring this out for you. Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2, Judah mourneth. So it's telling you right there, the real Jews will be in mourning. We're not gonna be running the earth, the richest people in the world. Judah is in mourning. Judah mourning, and the gates thereof languish. That means we have no rulership. We just running around, we're in mourning, and we have no rulership. And they are black unto the ground. So right here, he's telling you that the Jews will be in mourning, we have no rulership, and we are black unto the ground. All shades of colors of brown. So that tells you right there in Revelation chapter 2, verse 9, I know thy works and tribulations and poverty. So we know about poverty, right? But thou art rich. That means we got the kingdom. That means the next life we're going to be saved. And I know the blasphemy of them which they say they are Jews and are not. The Most High knows who the Jews are. Because the Jews going to be in tribulation right now. We're going to be in mourning. We're going to be scattered. We're not going to be in Jerusalem until the Most High returns. And he says, I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. That's the chief house of Satan over there, brother. Those are not no Jews. That's why they call it Jewish. Ish means you're pertaining to something. You're something like that. That's when they say you're childish. You're acting childish, but you're not really a child. You're Jewish. You're acting Jewish, but you're not really a Jew.
This is follow behind bringing out the synagogue of Satan and what the Most High gonna make them do. Behold, Revelations 3, verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews, and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them come and worship before thy feet, to know I have loved thee.
All them brothers that are living in our land right now, all them white hazers, they call them hazers or whatever, living in our land, says they're not, because they don't understand the word and they've been sitting there twisting up that devil's Talmud, twisting up the word, says they won't get it. And they're not going to get it. And when they finally do get it, he says they want to kiss our boots.
That's right!
You get what I'm saying? Because honestly, in my mind, it makes natural sense because the simple fact that the white man's been walking around going from country to country with their hand out and a knife behind his back. You get what I'm saying? And so you can't be trusted. So for a white man right now, he's got to do double portion to sit here and prove that he's a righteous person. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's deserving. Even according to the Most High, like, look, man, don't trust him. Make him work double hard to sit here and prove that he's righteous or not. You get what I mean? You had something? Jeremiah 44? No, bring out Joel.
The book of Joel. The book of Joel, chapter 3 and verse 5.
Bring it out.
Because ye have taken my silver and my gold and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things.
Go ahead.
The children also of Judah. And the children also of Judah.
Go ahead.
And the children of Jerusalem.
Go ahead.
Have ye sold unto the Grecians.
Sold on the who?
To the Grecians.
Sold on the who?
To the Grecians.
Who are the Grecians, brother?
I don't know.
The white man.
Right.
Grecians are the white man. You got that? Okay, keep going for him.
That ye might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them.
Okay, he's going to do what again?
Raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them.
As you see in the corner, you're seeing it everywhere. Out of every state, every corner, you're seeing brothers waking up. I'm raising them up. Keep going.
And will return your recompense upon your own head.
He's going to do what on their own?
Return your recompense upon your own head.
And they know it. White man knows this. They shook right now. That's why they're trying to stop the awakening. They know if we reach that point of 144,000 brothers working in unity again, it's over. They've used decisive and division against us for so long. Against our men, against our women, against our families. You get what I'm saying? They teach our men, they lock them up. They take our women, they sit here and teach our women to raise their children. You get what I'm saying? These things are pushed on us that we had to fight through. But it says that work, all that tribulation that we've been through gives us an extra glow. You get what I'm saying? When you sit here and say, oh, well, you know what? I know what it's like to struggle. I know what a life to struggle is. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going to knock somebody who else has been struggling. But a white man that struggles, he's not going to know what to do with himself.
Question. You just said I'm not going to knock someone who's struggling. Okay, you said 144. Like, this is a two-part question. Okay, what's the significance of that number 144? What is it, 144,000?
What do you mean, 144?
Yeah, I mean, I heard you say something about 144. What's the significance of that number?
I got a precept from earlier. Bring it out where you find that.
Well, bring it out.
And I'm just gonna say one more thing. Okay. What about the dude that's on the south side of Chicago? His pops ain't nowhere to be found. His mom's is strung out on dope. He don't know nothing. He miseducated. You know what I'm saying? He living in this damn hell. Where he go out there, he start getting down in the streets. Where he gotta suffer. He gotta go to hell. What about him? You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody, put him up on game. So he got to suffer here and in the afterlife. That's messed up, man. Well, he can't be a part of the 144.
I don't know what the question is. Well, hold on, brother. Let me get back to that first point you asked earlier.
I ain't asking no questions.
Come here, brother. This for you earlier when you asked how did they get over there. I'm just finishing that part. Book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword. The they is us. We got conquered. And shall be led away captive into all nations. So we got captured into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles. So it's nothing but Gentiles in Jerusalem right now. The white folks, not the saved nation. They call themselves Jewish, but they're really Gentiles.
That's right.
Until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. So they're going to be over there till the Most High return. We're not going to never go back until he return. We might go for a visit, but we're not going over there.
Precept, just to piggyback off of because your question was how did they get over there, right?
Right.
So this is 2 Kings, chapter 17, and verse 20.
Bring it out.
And the Lord Yahweh rejected all the seed of Israel, and afflicted them, and delivered them into the hand of spoilers, until he had cast them out of his sight. Skip down to 23. Until the Lord removed Israel out of his sight, as he had said by all his servants and the prophets. So was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria unto this day. Verse 24. And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon, and from Cutha, and from Ava, and from Hamath, and Sepharvaim, and placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel. And they possessed Samaria and dwelt in the cities thereof. So that's how they got there. Because we broke the commandments willfully, consistently, he took us out of our land and put apostles over there, man.
That's
Apostles over
right.
there, until he decided to do anything different. Until we come back to the commandments.
That's right.
So that's why we're here for you.
You got a good understanding on that one, though, huh?
Yeah.
Precept. Revelations chapter 7 and verse 1.
Bring
And
it out.
after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. And I saw another angel as ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God. And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our God in their foreheads. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. So 144,000 are 12,000 men from each tribe of
Bring
the
it
children
out.
of Israel. They're going to be the governing body in the kingdom.
That's right. So you get what the brothers are. All the brothers are here for that right now. Every brother right now is waking up trying to make squad. That's hunter squad. He says, I'm calling on fishermen, and then I'm going to call on hunters.
That's right.
We're going to be hunting white people down. That's the next generation of it. Right now, I got to get them to gather. I got to get them to fall back into the laws, statutes, and commandments. First, find foundation first, before you can sit here and say, I'll give you that type of leadway. So you got to prove yourself. Everybody's trying to prove themselves right now by keeping the laws.
That's right.
That's it. And then he says, oh, those that make it, I'm going to cut off and say, here's my 144, go hunt. So that's what's coming next. But we're going to talk about back into the fight. Go back into Esther's. Give me 9. Esther's 3:7. And give me Esther 9:24. So you understand that these white people have been challenged and plotting on us to sit here and kill us. Whether you drink your food, you drink your water, you tap water, they devising all type of methods to sit here and kill our people off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you're not smart right now, you're going to definitely get caught in it. Because our food, our water, you can't, if you ain't aware and you're not care about this right now, you're going to get pulled under. It's guaranteed. You still sleep, the Most High left you sleep. Not even my choice, my call. You want to still live the way you living? He says, go ahead, live the way you live. Nobody chose. You chose your life. You gave you free will, but that free will comes from making the wrong decisions.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? 3:7, yeah.
3:7. Esther chapter 3 and verse 7. In the first month, that is the month Nisan,
Go ahead.
in the 12th year of King Osiris, they cast pur, that is the lot, before Haman from day to day, and from month to month, to the 12th month, that is the month Adar.
So he cast Pur on Haman every month, over and over and over for a year straight, until he hit the month of Adar, until he hit the last year. Give me Esther 9:24. 1 second, hold on, let me get through this.
The book of Esther, chapter 9, verse 24. Because Haman, the son of Hamadatha,
the
Agagite, the enemy of all the Jews, had devised against the Jews to destroy them, and had cast Pur, that is the lot, to consume them and to destroy them.
Keep going. One more.
But when Esther came before the king, he commanded by letters that his wicked device, which he devised against the Jews, should return upon his own head, and that he and his sons should be hanged on the gallows.
So the 8 men's over here he's already putting things to chopping blocks to take off our heads, brother. He's already plotted these things. But the Most High says, look, don't worry about that. That's why you're seeing Trump, you're seeing all his coons and all his brothers getting blowbacks for all the sinning that they're doing. They keep getting caught up in their own stuff. You get what I'm saying? And that's the same scenario. Most High says, nah, you're going to sit here and fight again, and they're going to try to do these things, and it's going to blow back, and it's going to cause on their own head. They're going to create diseases. Those diseases are going to fall on their own head.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what he said. Oh, well, it's already happened before. So go back to 3:8. Keep going.
Esther chapter 3, verse 8. And Haman said unto King Ahasuerus, there is a certain people scattered abroad and dispersed among the people in all the provinces of thy kingdom, and their laws are diverse from all people. Their laws are diverse from all people.
Go ahead.
Neither keep they the king's laws. Therefore, it is not for the king's profit to suffer them.
You get what I'm saying? The Most High said, yo, these people got different laws than the people of the land. It's still going on today.
That's right.
These commandments aren't in this law. I can get pulled over for jaywalking. I can get pulled over for anything. But it ain't a law in here. You get what I'm saying? He says we live by a different law. But because we live by a different law, that law it's God's law. You can take this anywhere. You know what I'm saying? It can go to any country. And they can't touch you with it. If you live in righteous to the God's according law, it don't matter what man's law is going on in here. They're going to try to pin you on something, but that's just hatred. You get what I'm saying? But Acts 16, 20, and 21.
The book of Acts, chapter 16, verse 20.
Bring it out.
And brought them to the magistrates, saying, these men, being Jews, do exceedingly trouble our city, and teach customs which are not lawful for us to receive, neither to observe, being Romans.
Keep going. You got 21? Oh, you got it. All right. Observing that they were Romans, man. That he's like, yo, you're not supposed to act like them. Do what they do. You get what I'm saying? Like, what was that at? What was that, 3? 16, 21. Read that one more time.
The book of Acts, chapter 16, verse 20.
Bring it out.
And brought them to the magistrates, saying, these men, being Jews.
They're being what?
Being Jews.
Because we're Jews, because we're black. Go ahead.
Do exceedingly trouble our city.
Right now, preaching the word is trouble in the city.
That's right.
You see that? And they don't like it.
That's right.
They don't want to see the Hebrews wake up right now. This truth is causing their whole kingdom to fall. Right. Keep going.
And teach customs which are not lawful for us to receive.
They want to eat meat. They want to do all types of wickedness, and we're telling them not to, but it's false to them. They don't like us telling them you can't eat beef, you can't eat blood or steak and this, that, and the third. You can't do whatever the sins they want to do. We can marry, I can marry whoever I want to marry and be gay and this, that, and the third. These are things that he said they don't like. Keep going.
That's right.
Neither to observe, being Romans.
They don't want to be white. They want us to think like them. Speaking of which, they want us to be like them. soon as I mean the spirit always, as soon as I just looked over there, it came around the corner.
That's right.
But that's what they want us to be Roman. That's what being Roman is. You get what I'm saying? Wearing skinny jeans. These are things that the Romans have given to our people to dress and act like and be like. And the moment I stop acting like I want to be Roman, you got a problem with you.
That's right.
Oh, you're Muslim. Oh, you're this, you're that, you're a terrorist, this, that, and third. Only terrorists, there's no such thing as an illegal person or an illegal human. There's no such thing as these things. So sitting there saying, oh, well, you're illegal, he's a terrorist. They got all these types of names that they're using against other people, stigmatizing righteousness. Making evil good and good evil. You get what I'm saying? You got something else? No, you good. Back to Esther.
Yeah, please stand behind the brothers. Don't let nobody walk behind them.
Esther 3:8. Give me Daniel 6:13.
After this.
Go ahead, 3:8.
Esther, yeah, I read it already. You read it again? Esther chapter 3 and verse 8. And Haman said unto King Ahasuerus, there is a certain people scattered abroad and dispersed among the people in all the provinces of thy kingdom, and their laws are diverse from all people. Neither keep they the king's laws, therefore it is not for the king's profit to suffer them.
Okay, now go to Daniel 6:13.
Daniel chapter 6, verse 13.
Go ahead.
Then answered they and said before the king, that Daniel, which is of the children of the captivity of Judah, regarded not thee, O king, nor the decree that thou hast signed, but maketh his petition 3 times a day.
I make my petition 3 times a day to sit here and make sure that the Trump falls off, that these neocons fall off. You get what I'm saying? He's saying, I'm praying Daniel said, I'm praying 3 times a day to sit here and make sure that they get cast off, man. I'm sick of these people. That's what he's saying.